Hello, Bill Colodzi here. Welcome to the finals of a Modern Masters 2017 draft. We've got a lot of powerful cards in our hand, but not enough mana to justify keeping it. Even drawing one land, like, the way to make this hand good is to draw two lands, really any two lands in the top three draws. So maybe it is good enough to keep. I've kept worse. I'm going to keep this one. I've kept worse hands than this. You do have to take a moment to think, like, yeah, the hand's bad, but how difficult will it be to get out of it? And I think given that we have a lot of non-lands in our hand, a 40-card deck, it's pretty likely we draw some lands in the top three. But it is a risk. That is the risk. And got punished. Shoot. Probably discarding Urban Evolution will never get there. By the time we're there, we'll hold up Mystic Genesis anyway. It's also possible you get 0 out of 3. Domri Raid, getting value, Signet. I'll give it one more turn before conceding, although I don't want to reveal too much. What do I want to reveal? I'll give a Mystic Genesis. Pretty unlucky. But I do love my greedy keeps. Alright, here it is. One more turn. Oh, got there. Well, let's see just how powerful this deck is. We need the white source here. It's going to help out more than anything. Now we have a lot to deal with, though. This Domri Raid. And it's got Death Touch plus Fight, so whatever thing we get in play is going to have a rough time of it. Wake the Reflections. Well, yeah. Can't do much of anything just yet. We'll fight for it. Ouch. They really don't do these tokens justice online. That's just a shame. Like, is it that hard? Is it that hard? At least it has art. That was a nice game. Well, we know what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a Gruul deck with a lot of just damage. A lot of stupid creatures with high damage. I think Aethertoe is going to shine in this matchup better than elsewhere. What do we cut for it? Maybe Master Splicer. This card's just a bit slow, huh? Nah, maybe it's good. I'll cut Urban Evolution. That thing, it's never done anyone any good. Be on the play here. 17. We would draw our mana our mana cards that cost 2. That's our luck. Alright, the classic ritual of taking these cards and putting them in the hidden zone for the 7th or 8th time. Bam, now they're gone. Alright, really want to take this trophy down. Get a Modern Masters 2017 League trophy. Here we go. Be on the play, much better. 2 lands, I feel spoiled. It is on the low end. But again, we just need to draw some lands. It shouldn't be that hard. And signets work now. Hell, I'll even take a signet. Land. Ugh, well, we don't have to discard yet. We could play Wake the Reflections. You can always populate even if it doesn't do anything. Stinger, that's going to be so good against our birds. But for now, we'll just give it the old tap. Green, we need green off the top. They can't beat Advent of the Worm, I know this much. Ooh, so lucky, they've got Arid Mesa. It's always a little frustrating when, ooh, yes please, when you, we get with this, bottom of its owner's library. It's always a bit frustrating when, I hate using miracles, when you draw your worst hand against your strongest opponent, and you're like, I swear I can do better. And I do include mulliganing in that equation, so even though we should have mulliganed, it still sucks to mulligan. Okay, why did I get rid of that thing? Because I believe that that thing would be more annoying than this Maka. We might be able to ambush the Maka, but there's no chance we ambush the other guy. When you're behind, you kind of have to get greedy. So, yeah, Ground Assault. That could have killed the worm, but it's not. It's just killing the Hookmaster. Oof, rough. But at least we get to go Eyes in the Skies. Probably take down a Ranger here. And it's not too much value lost from the Advent of the Worm, because if we draw a green, we still get to populate the Advent the same turn. Wake's not an instant. Well, we just can't do anything, can we? We can populate our bird. Yeah, this is just something else. 3, 6. We have 6 planes in our deck that aren't green or blue. Like 6 white sources that aren't green or blue. So we've drawn half of them. 3 more that are white and blue, well, 2 more in the deck. I just can't do anything. Come on. Alright, well that's something. That does play Advent of the Worm. Can't attack through that. So, easy block on the Maka here, I think. They might have some removal, but gotta go for it. Blam, is this our time? Is this our game? You know what would really suck? Another Blood Rush onto this thing? Oh god, that would suck. That would suck a lot. And we did see a lot of the 3/2 Blood Rushes, and it will at least trade with that. Yeah. Oh, might have Old Krosa. Well, it does trade with that too. I was thinking whether or not to also put the bird on it. If they Blood Rushed with another Rubble Belt Maka, then we'd want the bird on it so we don't just trade for nothing. In any case, let's see. We don't have any extra blue, so we can't consider these things. What we can do is try to slow them down, maybe. Put the Gruul Signet on top, gain 7 life. Alternatively, 5, we'll have 2 left over. We could get Gideon's Lawkeeper or Sylvan Ranger. And the Ranger's kind of good here, because it finds blue. Yeah. It finds blue. Are they going to kill their own Gruul Signet? That would be something. Yeah, nice. Good for them. Sure. So we could have gained 7 life there. Not had our Primal Command countered. They've just got it all. But, oh well, I draw the Lawkeeper anyway. But we, God, do we wake our bird? I don't think so. We do get the Lawkeeper. We are live to draw blue at any time, and that does give us a lot more to do. Arachnus Web. Alright, we're down to 5. But we can copy our guy, so that's still an option. The biggest thing I'm afraid of here is Blood Rush. Yeah, that's a good point. If they have any Blood Rush, dude, they kill us with the Arachnus Spinner. And we can't counter the Blood Rush. So I think we have to do this. I think we have to get a bird. Yeah. Just block with it. That is some tough stuff. It still dies to the 2-drop Blood Rush, or the 4-drop, I should say. Come on, work. Alright, halfway there. That was a good draw, too. Alright, well, let's see what they have. We'll attack with the bird. We've got a tapper now for the spider. We've also got a potential blocker for the spider. And we've got 5 mana up for Mystic Genesis. I will let them attack here because the elephant just blocks the spider. I think they know that. And yeah, we've stabilized. We really have. It's funny that they didn't do that first, huh? God, is that fine? I think that's fine. Deathhood Cobra, is that fine? Yeah, I think that's fine too. We have to counter something eventually, but for now we can just call the Conclave. Let's see, 4... Yeah, I think we call the Conclave here. It gets an elephant, or close enough, and it lets us tap and counter. It can get reach, so I don't want to attack with the bird. It's going to be Centaur-only aggro for a while. Ground Assault again. We're going to die to some crazy stuff if we let this happen. We just have to counter it. Just can't let them kill all of our centaurs. We don't have enough to deal with all their stuff. Lancer for the first strike on the Cobra. Good combo, but we can always keep tapping it. Pretty easy tap here. Since they do have the 2 mana up, they're not going to attack with the spider. We do have Cackling Counterpart. 4, 5, 6, 7, and we have 1 left over for Gideon's Lawkeeper, so I'll keep them land in hand. No use attacking still. Come on, you gotta give us this game. Do we want another Lawkeeper? That's probably it. They don't have that black spell that can kill all our stuff, right? And let's target the one that is locked down in case they have removal for it. We'd rather keep the one that's in good shape. We do have a call of the herd too. So let's go ahead and call the herd. But yeah, our attacks are so bad against giant spiders and the like. But now, with our two... I almost didn't keep 2 white up. Now with our massive amounts of white mana, we can just deliver the law, Gideon style. It's a lot of law keepers for not having a... for only having 1 in the deck. Alright, let's do this. Now we can get in there. We kind of want to give them the least time possible to draw out of this. So let's just try to get in for 7. 2 centaurs and a bird. The ooze doesn't is not a very good attacker here. And then that could be lethal next turn, because we sort of have 4 taps and a lot of power. Outrageous. Can't do anything about that. So, no 3 damage spell, please. Alright, well, we've got our taps up. Bonfire would be bad for us. There's a lot of things that are pretty bad for us. Tap these guys. Tap them down. F6. Very nice. Do we have enough damage this turn? We've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, if we include one of the Lawkeepers. So the answer is no. The answer is no, we don't have enough damage. Do we leave the bird back in case they have more removal? No, I think we just have to assume they have nothing. Gets really awkward if they have another Chandra's Outrage here on a Lawkeeper, because yeah, then we're just dead. If they have other removal for a Lawkeeper, we can survive at 1. But yeah, if they pass to their turn, we're in pretty good shape, I think. Game 3. Let's do it. Let's have a game where we draw a nice mix of land and spells in our opening hand. No hard mulligan decisions. Pure magic. Alright, you can come in with the Lancer, but I will block. Blood Rush the 4/4 trample onto it. That would suck. Alright, they might have had a Blood Rush, but not the Blood Rush. Soul Warden? Is that good here? Unflinching Courage. I do like Urban Evolution, I really do. They know we have 2 Signets, we could side those out because they have removal for them. I think they're good enough to justify here. Ether Toe is still pretty good against the Blood Rush. Yeah, I like it. Game 3 of the finals, here we go. Here we go. Yep. We're doing it. Probably grabbing a cup of tea or something. Okay, they're on the play, and we have 3 islands in hand. Yeah, I think it's a keep. I mean, it has islands. We've got a couple spells that cost islands. We just need to draw a forest eventually. Then we have all our mana fixed. Or really plains eventually, and then we at least have some things to do. Not bad. Would have preferred forest there, but it does open up a couple cards. Oh man. Yeah, so these haven't been perfect draws. We are playing 3 colors, so it's just part of what you're signing up for. Ground Assault is gonna kill our Splicer this turn, but not much we can do about that. Yeah, there's any number of things that can deal with our poor Golem here. Yeah, Ground Assault. That's the one they have the most of. Take 5. Blue again. Interesting. So it's not pretty, but I think I'm going to block with the Master Splicer and then use Vanish into Memory on it. It does loot, and it does get us a 3/3 and save 3 damage. So, I mean, it either works or it doesn't, right? Okay, they didn't... Are they expecting a flash? I don't know what they were doing. And is there anything we can draw to pay 1 on? Yeah, there is. There's a miracle we could draw here. Didn't. Discard our island, I guess. So this thing comes back in. Discard a card. This island is not helping us. I suppose it... Yeah, we just need to draw something better, huh? It's a bit better. Eyes in the Skies copies a Golem, and I think we do that now to prevent them from cutting it out from under us. It's not as likely in these colors, but we did see Chandra's Outrage. We just don't want them to get there. It's not as good to save it as a trick. Oh, did we stabilize again? Yes, I think we might have. We have to keep our green up here, at least this turn. Well, I mean, maybe not. We can't attack into the first strike over there. Maybe we could go Sylvan Ranger, counter their next play with Mystic Genesis. And if they have nothing... No, I like Advent of the Worm better. I'd rather Mystic Genesis hold it up and Advent of the Worm if they have nothing, which they might. They only have a few cards. They're thinking of what to Chandra's Outrage, maybe? What to attack with. The problem with this... Yeah, this is kind of scary. They can make it a 5/5 first strike, but we can counter that and it just does nothing. I'll block with 1 here. I'll eat the Blood Rush if they have it. It is a Blood Rush, and there's nothing we can do about that, so yeah. We basically traded our Golem with a Maka. And yeah, now we have a 5/5. So, looks like a Ranger's in order. We'll get a Forest. This is how we drew it up. We have to draft a deck well enough to survive our terrible mulligan decisions. I think we got there. So Lawkeeper. Don't F6 when you have a good counterspell in hand. Golem actually doesn't attack well into this, but the Worm kind of does. And the Oh no, the bird definitely doesn't. Abort. Oh, what was I doing? Alright, you can have that one. Didn't want that bird anyway. The bird was a distraction to get the worm in there. Oh goodness. Chandra's outrage. Oh, this is gonna be great. So, we counter it, block both, and they concede. So we got it! We took down, this is the second one online I've won, so 2 trophies. And yeah, I mean, that was a good example of starting in something that ended up being open, and you get a powerful deck, but certainly that won't always happen, so you want to try to stay open and find what is being passed to you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next draft.